Oh, I see what's going on here. I probably got like 8 YouTubes playing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that again. How about some air horns this time? Craziness. Let the children sing. Yeah, tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for everybody for finally for hanging in there. I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that for me. I called this Mo’3Times versus the Flood because that's what it was almost. But now everybody should know that my house has clean waters. One more yay. One more applause. It's Wednesday. So air horns. Yo, we're almost there. For my people out there that's on your daily grind and you got off a little time on the weekend, we're halfway there. Right? It's amazing. All right, so tonight I want to talk about a couple of things, but I don't know. First, let's get to this.
Right now at 5, new video just in showing the moment a man in a wheelchair was shot and survived on the Seattle waterfront. Take a look. That was the scene on July 31st when a 68-year-old man in a wheelchair was shot in the chest after being accused of pretending to be a member of the military. Police say when the charged gunman demanded military ID, the victim pulled a knife and then an airsoft gun, prompting the suspect to pull a real gun and fire. Attorneys for the suspected gunman claim it was self-defense, but prosecutors say it doesn't apply if you start the fight. The suspect now faces felony assault charges and is held on $750,000 bail, while the victim remains hospitalized.
That
people are never going to forget.
Nuts. That's crazy. What do you guys think about that? That's just happened. Gregory William Tim. Let's look him up. Let's see what he looks like. He was the victim there in that shooting. And if you heard the man correctly, no, this is the guy who did it. Look at him. Let's go to the screens. Look at this guy. I mean, Love, what do you think? Neo-Nazi? Definitely? I'm thinking neo-Nazi, guys. Hold on. Ew. Terrible. This is him, I guess, in court for his plea. He got it cut off. But that's the booking. His lawyer was probably like, yo, you got an 8 off to the side. Like, take that off before you appear in front of the judge. But that is insane. He allegedly shot a man, apparently accusing him of faking military service. That's crazy. What do you guys think about this? I don't feel like rewinding that video. I saw the actual whole video on Reddit, I believe, and it's ugly. Anytime someone gets shot, it is ugly. The way that the crowd responded, I mean, you would think it would be like hysterics, but I guess everybody was kind of in shock. It kind of looked performative almost, in a way, if you ask me, the way he did it. So yeah, this man is a Navy veteran. You see like a little Navy cap right there representing, and I believe he had a patch either on his bag or somewhere on his wheelchair. And this Florida man came up to him, Gregory William Tim came up to him and accused him of stolen valor. Now, what stolen valor is when there's people out there that like to behave as if they have served in the military for some reason. they want to act like they served in the military, and you can usually spot them because they'll be wearing a uniform and they'll be jacked up in some type of way. Or they'll be wearing like the dress uniforms, and they'll have the ribbons, and they'll all be out of order, and there'll be like a gross amount of ribbons. Like, yo, this guy is like the general army of the universe or whatever. Like, he's tabbed up, he's got stars, he's got stripes. And you see these videos, and it's usually somebody that is like, has like a little mental thing going on. But Gregory William Tim definitely had a mentally thing going on. But this guy that he shot was actually a veteran, and he survived. And we're going to see what's going on. Did you know that he was previously charged with driving into a Trump polling station in Florida? Yeah, he drove through a Trump polling station in Florida. I believe this was back in like 2019. This guy, Gregory William Tim.
He did. Oh, so they're both criminals.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Republican tent in a Walmart parking lot. Jacksonville man, meanwhile in Florida. A man was arrested Saturday after investigators with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said he drove a van into a tent belonging to the Republican Party of Duval County. At the time, he was 27 years old. Multiple charges and assault on a person 65 years of age. So this current victim is like 68.
Wait, this guy was the one that ran into the Republican tent?
The same guy that just shot this guy and ran into the Republican tent. And the first assault, the one where he ran into the Republican tent, involved the person 65 years age or older, and one count of criminal mischief he got in driving with a suspended license. Yo, running into a tent only gets you criminal mischief on a person that's 65 years.
If you're white in Florida, yes.
Oh, wow. Great chime in, Ev. It says if you're white in Florida, that's how it happens. Damn, they said I thought he was going to slow down, but he didn't, and gunned his engine and headed straight. A volunteer with the Republican Party of Duval County who said she was narrowly missed by a car and made obscene gestures and left. He got out of the van. He was in a van. He ran over chairs and tables, got out of the van, took a video recording, made obscene gestures, and left. What? Yo, how much do you bet one of those obscene gestures he made was the old Elon? You got to do the mustache. What do you?
Probably the middle finger.
Probably a middle finger, a little Nazi salute. I don't know. I don't understand how he could be anti-Nazi. You can be Republican. I don't know. I mean, Nazis are. I wouldn't put Nazis on a Republican Party, but if we got two major parties, the right is going to be Highland. Anyway, JSO later received the tip that the van was at the home of, and then they gave an address. Yeah. So I think he did a couple of years for this. But I believe this happened in 2020. There it is, February 9th, 2020. Yo, why is that man? Oh, I know why he's not in jail, because he wasn't charged with anything serious. Just a little bit of criminal mischief and driving with a suspended license. All right, so check this out. And this is just a random thought. You are an immigrant, right? And you don't have your green card with you or anything. You got a license, but it's suspended. ICE rolls up on you. Do you go to jail? Are you going to Alcatraz or CSAT? Probably, but not this guy. But yeah, so that's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome to the show. Like I said again, it's we Wednesdays. This show is called Mo versus the Flood, and I was battling some issues. But also, as you can see, I got a flood of people behind me because I kind of all right. Full transparency here, guys. I totally ripped off the thumbnail that was used to promote what's this lady's name? Thank you. Amanda Seals. I can't think, guys. Amanda Seals' debate versus 20 black conservatives. If you guys heard earlier, like before, like previous shows, we did one with Mehdi Hassan where he debated 20 conservatives. And then that's when a guy was like, yo, I'm a fascist, if you remember that. And they were saying all kinds of wild stuff. Anyway, you can't hear. Anyway. Yeah. All right. So, anyway, Amanda Seals decides she's going to debate not just 20 conservatives, 20 black conservatives. Aww. There's got to be a better. No, there isn't.
The American dream is dead.
Hated it.
All right. Anyway, what we will do is we're going to discuss this coming. We will discuss this. But right now, I want to talk to you guys about something because this is something I'm certainly not going to let up on, and I hope you're not going to let up on it. And one thing is that I am yelling until I hear it. I am screaming, "Yo, where are these Epstein files? Where are the files?" Yo, where are these shits? Excuse my language. Specifically, we got to talk about Congress and the Epstein files. More applause. More horns, because it's a celebration. We're celebrating life because if you guys are on Earth, you realize that things are mighty, mighty dumb around here. And, yeah, so let's celebrate. All right. So, Epstein files, because apparently transparency is a 4-letter word on Capitol Hill. Now, here's the deal. The Department of Justice wasn't just going to cough up the Epstein investigation documents. I mean, Congress basically had to force the issue with a subpoena. And that meant that lawmakers, when you get a subpoena, you got to go on the record. It's called depositions. And so, they got to go on. And you do not want the truth to come out, and you do not want to keep it locked up in the dark, according to lawmakers. So, on July 23rd, the House Oversight Subcommittee voted 8-2 to subpoena the DOJ. Every Democrat voted yes, and surprisingly, a few Republicans crossed over as well, one being Nancy Mace. But for right now, doing that, we'll give her, Also, Scott Perry and Brian Jack. Remember Brian Jackson. All right? So, once again, July 23rd, House Oversight Subcommittee voted 8-2 to subpoena the DOJ for these Epstein documents. Every Democrat voted yes, and the Republicans crossed over as well with them. But 2 Republicans, they said nope, and they kept it sealed. Ew. Right. There it is. So, if you rewind back, we'll go back to July 14th in the House Rules Committee. There was another Stonewall happening, and they blocked like a full vote to release everything. And these 7 Democrats were all a part of that. See, House Rules Committee voted against this transparency. So these people that I'm showing you right now voted against releasing the Epstein documents. Now, if anybody out there is listening to me, can you fathom why they would vote against having these documents released? Love. Victims? You think maybe the victims? No, it's not the victims. Because the victims have spoken out. Most of them have gone on, maybe because they were really, really underage. Maybe some of them, you know what I mean? They're already grown. They've spoken out. Love says they're grown. I agree with her. But let's go from, I'm going to go from the upper left with the lady with the gray hair, and I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go to the left, and then I'm going to start from the left on the bottom row. This is Virginia Fox. This is Michelle Fishbach. Next to her is Aaron Haushin. Then we have Nick Langworthy. You should know their names. Really, they're nobody's. But still, just so you know who you might want to keep an eye on. And then you got Austin Scott here. This man here his name is Morgan Griffith, and this guy's name is Brian Jack. Hold on, this was Brian Jack. He voted for, so at least he got it right. He changed his mind. Now, only one Republican from South Carolina broke with the pack on this, and he sided with the Democrats. And I'm going to say, let the children sing just right now for Ralph Norman. Give him an air horn. He wants to see what's going on in those Epstein files, which leads me to believe that he's not in them and he's not protecting anybody in them. So, oh, he didn't get that check? Yeah, you got to get his check. I mean, let's be positive. Love. It's Wednesday. We're halfway there. All right. So, Ralph Norman breaks, and he's let's be clear, the country was asking for a little sunlight on this, and most of these lawmakers were voting in the shadows. Now, the DOJ went back and said, sure, we're going to release the files, but here's a catch. Heavily redacted. Victim names, grand jury transcripts, they're out. So that we're going to get what we're basically going to get is a government version of the Mad Libs. Check it out if you've never. Mad Libs are mad fun. Right? But I'll tell you what, this is where it gets a little spicy, because then we get Thomas Massey right here, who's a Republican from Kentucky. And then he forms with Ro Khanna, who is a Democrat from California, and they team up, right? And they've introduced what's called a discharge petition. What is a discharge petition? All right. So it's basically like an emergency button for Congress. If 218 members of Congress sign it, then leadership can't block the bill, and it automatically gets a vote on the House floor. Now, here's the catch. By House rules, the petition cannot be filed until October 21st. Right now, there are 0 signatures because it really hasn't officially opened yet. But when it does, all eyes on whether they can crack the magic number 18, we shall see. Can't be filed until October 21st, which means those thousands of DOJ employees that were ordered to go through, scour the Epstein files and redact and get Trump's name out of them have like 2 months, guys. Ew. Anyway, Speaker Mike Johnson called that idea reckless. I mean, it's an idea to spread a little transparency, especially in Congress. And Mike Johnson, this guy, called it reckless. He said dumping unverified info could hurt victims. He's using the victim's card. The victim's card. How about getting justice for these victims? You know, how about that? Now, that's right. It sounds noble, but we're talking about like the same Congress that does PR stunts on C-SPAN, and they do it daily. So remember this: when it comes time to vote on transparency, most lawmakers are choosing secrecy, and unless Massey and Khanna's petition picks up a little steam this fall, then Epstein files will stay right where powerful people want them. Buried. All right, yo, guys, what do you think about that? Let me know. What do you think about it? Do you think is sweating the most about these files? Who do you think is sweating most about these files? Do you think it's like the politicians? Do you think it's billionaires? Or do you think it's somebody that we haven't even thought of yet? Do you guys trust the DOJ to decide what gets blacked out? Or should Congress have more control over what the public can see? And let me know if you think the 7 Republicans that voted against releasing the files did it out of what? I don't know. Could they do that because they didn't get the check? Could it be loyalty? Could it be fear? Or was it, maybe a little drum riff? Are they protecting their powerful friends? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Call in 313-825-5557. Our show tonight. Talking shit, getting clicks. And I am your host, Mo’3Times. You guys should know.
Okay.
You guys should know. You guys should know. We episodes. We are all up in here. Wednesday. Mike Johnson, frig ass. Department of Justice. That's I love it.
Okay. Technically, this is episode 4. But if you're keeping score like...
All right, so we talked about the man that got shot by the man in Seattle. Anything in the chat about that? Love. What? You got anything in the chat? What do you guys think about the Seattle guy? That was crazy. The shooting. You never heard about it? You didn't see it? Did you saw it? You saw it when I played it, right?
Oh, that was in Seattle? I thought it was Florida.
No, that was in Seattle.
What, shot the old man?
That shot the man that was in a wheelchair?
I thought you said it was Florida.
No, they were in Seattle.
Oh, well, then that was what I'm saying. It was Florida.
No, Florida is the guy. All right, that same guy was in Florida and ran over a Republican
so he went to another
tent.
state and did the same thing.
Before this, he was in Florida wilding out, and that's when they got him. They gave him a slap on the wrist. And then, like, is it me? Is it me? Am I not confident, or are you just
no, you
not?
never mentioned Seattle. That's why.
I never said Seattle at all.
No, you didn't.
Okay, guys. I think I mentioned Seattle.
I didn't know.
Let me know in the chat. Did I mention Seattle, that this happened in Seattle to this guy? I don't know. It doesn't matter. By Thursday, we'll have the transcript out. I'll run it back just to see.
It's not true.
No, seriously, I will.
Oh! It got worse.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's about to get worse. Oh! It got worse. It got worse. It got worse. And it's gonna get worse. Crazy.
I haven't heard that one in a minute.
Yeah, I bought that back. I'm versus the world today. Mo’3Times versus the world. Republican Party of Texas. Yo, Will.
Oh!
I didn't mean it. That's ridiculous. That is crazy to say what's up and yeah.
Yes, I am just a baby.
Oh!
I think I got 2 alls there. This is my favorite.
Yo, I forgot.
Many people know him as the Jump Out Boys in their city.
Jump Out Gang. I forgot about y'all for a second. I mean, please forgive me, regards, because it's been a crazy mixed up day. It's been a crazy mixed up day, but we're getting through it. I bring up this Republican Party of Texas because I want to talk about Jerry. Okay. I mean, Jerry knows that we're about to take this trip back to Texas. once again, because the GOP is trying to draw their state map like it's kindergarten's coloring book. And surprise, surprise, every line just so happens to give Donald Trump 5 more congressional seats.
The American dream is dead.
Right? 5. Yo, that's not redistricting. That's like political gerrymandering on steroids. And if you guys really want to know what gerrymandering is, it's just basically when one side manipulates political lines for their comeuppance, if you will. So, I mean,
Many people know them as the jump out boys in their city.
wrong button. Maybe I just letting you guys know that they do it. It's done a lot. It's done a lot. But this is weird because it's being done like in the middle of like you're supposed to do like every 10 years, and then they've done it in year 5, and it's not really illegal, but it's not a good thing to do. You know, it's not good sportsmanship, if you will. But anyway, the Democrats, they were like, nah, right? And I've been reporting this previously that they were like, we ain't going to sit here and watch y'all turn Texas into a MAGA monopoly board. So literally, they skipped town. The Democrats, the state Democrats of Texas skipped town. They went to different places. Some of them held up in Chicago with Governor Pritzker over there. And they hopped planes. They holed up in hotels. And they ran off like the fugitive on the lam, because if they're not in the chamber, then Texas can't legally hold the vote. Now, caught in this is Nicole Collier, and she's been stuck in this circus, basically held hostage politically until her colleagues return, and it's like a bad soap opera as these lines are being drawn. I believe they've come back now, though. Now, on the West Coast, you got Gavin Newsom, right? So Texas is trying to get these 5 seats. Gavin looked at all the nonsense and said, y'all want to play dirty? Like, cool, I could play dirtier, and I've got Wi-Fi. And the reason why I say that is because he launched a trolling campaign amid aimed right at Trump and the GOP. And we're talking, he had memes, he's doing little clapbacks, he's got chat GPT AI stuff going. He's got ads roasting in red states. He even threatened to chop California into more congressional districts just to flex, right? Now, here's the real contrast. See, Texas is kind of weaponizing the legislature. California is weaponizing like a cultural war, and I think it's cool. I think that Texas is trying to literally reshape power with the lines on a map, while Newsom is reshaping power by clowning his opponents online. Now, I don't know if this is a bid. Yeah, because he can. Because and I've said this before. And I go back and forth with this because I am a good person, and I am a very good person. And I'm loving, and I'm trusting, and I'm giving, and all that good stuff. But I do realize that I live in a world that is not so forgiving and trusting and loving. They're hating and deceitful and what I said, like giving and stingy, selfish. That's what they are. Mad. Right. So I say all this because Gavin Newsom might be doing this as a bid to run the president, and we're going to see.
He wasn't interested in it.
Of course, he's going to say he wasn't interested until them polls come back. Come on,
Stop the cap.
Gavin.
Stop the cap.
Gavin.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap, Gavin Newsom. Stop it.
I mean, he's the only one from the Democratic Party that's speaking out against Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
that has a chance to run, is what I'm saying. That has a chance.
I don't know. I still, anytime we're going to talk about running in elections, I will not be without the light and give you the light that says there are a lot of rumors going around the halls of Washington, D.C., around our sacred halls of Congress and all that stuff, saying that this time out, that Kamala actually beat Trump and beat him handily.
Oh, that she beat him. Oh, I believe that.
And beat him handily. Handily. And they're doing investigations right now. Now, listen, I don't want to go because it gets called conspiracy, but it's really not, because we got so many official lies in our face each and every day. I don't think that me telling you something that I see with my own eyes that looks authentic and legitimate is popping right now. I think I don't know. I got to go back and re-show you this. I can't find it. There's a video of when Trump is being shot at in Butler, Pennsylvania. Of it looks like Trump workers ushering media around to get better pictures of what's going on. This is happening before it happens. Like, yo, get in place so you can take this. And I've been one straight from day one. From I don't know, love. When we got that information, we were sitting at the table, and I could have sworn within 10 minutes I was saying, yo, this don't look real. And then when the press were acting Joe Biden, they made a meme of it when Joe Biden's like walking off out of the press room, and he just looks back and gives like a little funny smirking look, and they've made that a meme. But I'm telling you, that's because Joe Biden was wondering if he should play that hand. Ultimately, I think that the Democrats are always going to be at a loss because they're fighting with a hand behind their back, because they have to show respect for the institutions that they govern. Bless you. But the Republicans don't have to do that. No, actually, the Republicans used to. But MAGA infiltrated the Republican Party and was like, no, we're not doing that. So really what we got now is basically a MAGA party under the cover of a Republican. So we really can't even put this on Republicans if we're going to be fair. Yay, we're yaying for fairness. But that's being loving and trusting and fair, even though this world isn't, because they would kick my teeth in if they had a chance the other way. I know that. Anyway, yeah, Gavin Newsom, clapbacks. Yo, he's got a TikTok. Y'all want to see his TikTok? Gavin Newsom's got a TikTok, guys. This is what it's come to. I mean, I think President Obama was the first president to post on social media. It actually might have been Donald Trump, but he wasn't president at the time. But I remember Obama went on a talk show and posted to Facebook and Twitter or something like that. I'm going to do this right here in your face, guys. Just if I can type. Bam. Yo, this man has 2.2 million followers. I believe his followers, since he started posting and going at Trump, has gone up 450% on TikTok and on Instagram. Yeah, and I don't think he's totally the answer, but I mean, so I'm not gonna do that because that's music. But that's Pete Hegseth, that's RFK Jr. They're ripped. They're doing the close hands. Those are the same type of push-ups that they do in prison. So yeah, he's going with a crazy campaign. He's posting just like in the same fashion as Donald Trump. He's being reckless with his posts. Sharice Carter in the house for you. And we got democracy. All right, so not only is Gavin Newsom gaining ground because of him firing back at Trump for the gerrymandering. He's also been huge against Donald Trump unleashing the military into Los Angeles, right? And he's also been against ICE coming in and just mucking about. These are things that... Anyway, oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but somebody told me tonight, right? Somebody told me, like, when I was having this little house emergency, that I'm sorry, guys, I do apologize I'm late. I like to be in here on time. I hate being even a second late. I like to be right. As soon as the clock hits 7:30, I hit live. I hit start streaming, and then sometimes I got to hit the go live button, so sometimes it's like 15 seconds late. But I say all that to say that I did not mean to be late here. Look at this. Look what I got going here. Oh, we're about to get it. Oh, man. I got a rip in my jeans. We're about to turn these into some daisies. Yay! Yeah, that's better. That's better. More like that. Yeah. So anyway, I did not want to be late, but somebody said that, yo, you say you got to put out a time, you got to be here, and you got to do it, and I do it, and I'm pretty damn consistent with this. I don't really take weeks off, and I kind of felt special because it feels like I got some people waiting on me for here. But at the same time, because that's my loving, trusting, caring part, but at the same time, the real world is showing me y'all don't give a flying because you don't call in. And it hurts my feelings. Aww. So talk to me, 856. I'm sorry. Look, I was about to give away the recipe. 313-825-5557. Talk to your boy. It's called talking shit, getting clicks. We. It can't just be me talking. See, flashback, I told you. Should have made it me episodes. Nobody wants to call in and talk to me. Oh, y'all, I can't believe y'all cheering that crap. Yeah. I'm stalling. All right, so what's going on out there, everybody? Everybody, what's going on? Epstein shot the man at the waterfront over stolen valor. Yo, do you guys think Megyn Kelly is a hater? Megyn Kelly did an interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Have you seen it? Do you want to check it out?
I'm not interested in either of them.
You're not interested in either of them? Oh my God. Yo, what do you watch? Love?
I don't watch anything political anymore.
Okay, so you're just watching reels of...
Told you, hair stuff and
just
food, hair stuff and food.
Food and beauty.
Yep, that's it.
Food and beauty. Look at this.
Is it just loud people who, whose interests are more closely aligned with Israel?
Well, number one, so Donald Trump is the most attacked, I'd say, human being ever by the establishment media. I would say I'm the most attacked member of Congress.
Yeah, but it's not like the establishment media is just willy-nilly and attacking them. Like the establishment media, the mass media, the mainstream media goes at them with facts.
They're not picking on him. She's trying to make it seem like they're picking on him.
They're not
harassing him. They're not bullying him.
They're not, yo.
They're not bullying.
I've never seen anybody with an underbite and an overbite at the same damn time.
Yeah.
She is definitely a bleach blonde.
Bleach body.
Do I even have that anymore? I got rid of it. Oh.
At what point you gonna sit the fuck down?
Oh, sorry for that. But still. Yo, let's check this out, though. Let's let this breathe.
Ever by the establishment media. I have supported him unapologetically. They would love to be able to say MTG and Trump have split. And they're trying to say that, yet I talk to the president routinely. I text with him. He and I have a great relationship.
You would know if things were not good.
Yes.
I can speak to that.
Yes. Now, here's the other side of it. The establishment media. I would say.
Yeah, it's the voice. It's the voice for me. And then Megyn Kelly's fake baritone. It's crazy. They do talk about Jasmine Crockett on this, though. I don't know when. I don't know where. Let's just see if we might get lucky.
Immigrants coming over here and having 7 children each family. And, generally that we fund Israel so much more than a lot of other countries is where we started. That they really are the only democracy in the Middle East. There's only one Jewish state. There's some 30 Muslim nations, but only one Jewish state. And I think people gave them.
Is it really? One Jewish state? I didn't know they were supposed to be. I thought they were. I got a caller. Caller.
Hello.
You.
Hello.
I asked you guys to call in, and somebody took me up on it. Who do we have here? Who am I talking to? Hello? And then called back. Oh, man. We might have a troll. We might have a troll on the phone. Hello? I can hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. That makes sense.
I can hear them, though.
Can you hear me?
I can hear the person.
I got no audio.
Oh, this is Will, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Will.
Oh, okay.
Will, give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Microphone. How about, I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, maybe I have it muted. No, I don't have it muted.
Hello.
Hello. Nope, I'm not even muted. Yeah. Look at that. I think he's playing with me. That's what it has to be. Is he playing with me?
Can't hear anything.
He said he can't hear me. He said he cannot hear anything.
Can you call him back and see if he...
Yeah, let's call him back.
Will, we're gonna call you back.
That's craziness. After I sit here and I go crazy and I hit the censor button, and I wasn't cursing when I hit the censor button. I just hit the censor button.
Maybe he can't hear because I can't hear you either. I can't hear you on
You
here.
can't hear me either?
Not here. I can
No,
only hear the show.
Oh, no, that's something else. That's got to be something else.
Oh, you be disregarding what I say, but usually I'm right. I'm watching. You know I'm watching, right?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I told you.
Sorry, guys.
It's you.
It's me. It's me. You can't call in because it's me. It's not funny. It's not funny. That's what I never got the testicle. Didn't I just call in last week? I didn't change anything. This is crazy. This is nuts. But I didn't have time to do a test call. Usually I do a test call before we start. My bad.
Asking people to call.
If you want to remember the show that was jacked up, please, it was this one. It's this one with the thumbnail. This is the one that you might want to. You're gonna want to watch this one. Honestly. All right. So we had Amanda Seales get it in on Jubilee. You remember the Mehdi Hassan I showed you? The Mehdi Hassan when the guy was like, I'm a fascist. So they were basically on that same type of time. They were definitely on that same type of time with Amanda. Oh, look at this. Look what I found. I think this might work. Unlike my phone line.
I think Will was calling probably to talk about Texas. He lives in Texas.
I know he's probably going to call and talk about Texas. You're going to have to talk and tell us in the chat. I know he's probably going to like to type. He's probably working all day. I'm just messing up the whole vibe. Aww. Don't give me any pity board. Give me a drum riff, though. All right, so I really want to talk about Amanda Seales because it's been going around. It's been a big conversation bringer. Whether people like Jubilee or not, Jubilee is basically the people that host these type of events, like the web host, the media company, the company that hosts these whatever versus 20. 1 versus 20. So the last time we were talking about 1 versus 20, we were talking about Mehdi Hassan and how he was talking to 1 versus 20 Trump MAGA supporters or something like that. And it got stupid. It made a lot of clickbait, a lot of conversational pieces that happened. But a lot of people just view it as just ignorance and as like a platform where people could just come on and just talk filthy. And even if you do view it that way, because I'm so loving and trusting and caring and I understand these rules, I think that they should be allowed to do it. They should be able to say whatever most hateful stuff they should be able to say. Because in today's time, we really can't. We really can't. Maybe in your house, but Alexa and your iPhone is listening to you as you talk it. You can't say what you want to say at work. You can't really say anything on social media because you will get banned or they will take your. And video games you used to be able to talk trash, but there you'll get banned. And even here on We episodes, like honestly, we can't just go ahead and say all types of crazy things on here, and I don't think it's a good thing. But I understand why we do these things. However, I say all this really because what happened is that Amanda Seales did a 1 versus 20. And there were 3 claims that bothered me. Like really 3 claims that you see all the time from normal conservatives and seeing it from these black conservatives wasn't really, I'm not gonna lie, I cringed and I flinched a little bit because it's always hard to hear that bullshit when it's coming from someone that looks like you. Maybe has a similar background and upbringing as you. You kind of wonder how the hell they lost their mind or where they went wrong. That's what I got from this. Now, I did watch the whole hour and 30 minutes. I did. I watched it like an hour and some change. And I don't know. We'll discuss a little bit because some people had a problem with Amanda Seales. Some people have a problem with Amanda Seales already. She has been controversial. She's had some, what you would call some incidences around, and there are a lot of people who like her. You either like her or you hate her. Me, I think she's cool. You know? I think she's gone through regular, normal, human type issues. But I believe when she's talking for black people and black community, I believe that her to be honest, outspoken, and annoying sometimes, but she's honest. And when she's talking about black people, at least, and I can respect that. But this was a different debate. But there were 3 things that I want to point out to you guys specifically that kind of bothered me. And if you watch this and it bothered you too, or if you've ever heard these terms or these 3 different things when we're talking about the black Americans, then vibe with me on this one. Black culture is toxic. Oh, Lord. Here we go again. All right, let me switch back here.
Of power
You
when
know
they
why
do
they're
not
in
have the
position of power? Because their
hear
culture, black culture is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black home. Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
It's
not gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're
You
putting
are
off
literally
emotional liberalism
I am
right
not
now.
putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off.
He's got a point. When they say emotional liberalism, that's, yeah, she's kind of triggered on here. He's right. This is what I'm talking about when people were like, listen, I don't think she did a good job debating her. Like, honestly, I think she did a pretty damn good job debating her because I understand, I can kind of empathize. I can definitely empathize. She is talking about black people, something that she is very passionate about. And it seems like she's talking to 20 conservatives who don't give a flying fuck about black people. And I'm not talking. Yeah,
they are black people.
They are black people, but
well, they're not.
Yeah, come on, love. We know that there are people. If you're in a call queue, it's probably not going to work. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. I'll get it fixed. But I say this because there are some people out there that don't care. We already know that there's like Mexicans out there that are calling ICE on Mexicans out there. So this, this black on black butchering right now does not exist in a vacuum. This is a human issue. But yeah, for him to say that and for her to be against it, there's no problem with that. However, we got to remember that she is in a debate. So in the debate, she's supposed to be coming back with facts and everything. And it seems like sometimes when she got a little rattled, she would go to the disrespect because people are going to talk over you in a debate. It happens. And I think she went more for that crowd control in this instance than just simply breaking it back down to him of why the hell he's wrong and saying that.
Well, finish the thing so we can see what you're talking about.
All right, give me a second. Calm down.
Off unfounded lies
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying
conservatism.
misinformation. Remember they
It
did the
is
misinformation thing all summer where everything
Look
conservatives
at this man.
did. They said
You're
misinformation.
carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people.
That's a clapback. You can't hear?
I heard it.
Okay. That's a clapback.
Well, she made it a point that.
I don't disagree with her.
Bring it back. Let me bring it.
But right now, he said black culture is toxic. At no point right now in a debate should she be referencing whatever the hell he has around his neck. You know what I mean?
She must have noticed that. But he also said something that was triggering probably to her, which was that black fathers are not in the family. And that's when she went off because why is he attacking black men when he's a black man himself?
Because that's what he does.
That's exactly probably what made her even more angry. Like, as a black man, why are you talking about black men?
Look, I just messed it. Well, honestly, and like I said, Evelyn, she's got to talk. She's got to talk to 20 of these people right now. You know what I mean? Right. So I like that. When I said I empathize with her, like I get it. Like I can understand the mindset. Like, yo, like bro, like where are you coming? Like, world are you from to be saying these things about black people? Because like they're saying bland. This is what I call racist, uninformed white people talking points. Black culture is toxic. All right. And you can pull up rap. You can say, yo, these rap and women shaking their butts and blah, 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 and pants hanging off and not doing this and nothing. You could easily, you can easily
I mean,
go
that is a
and
broad
talk about
statement,
any negative.
Black culture is not just music, and it comes.
I mean,
there's a lot to black
there's
culture.
a lot
so for
to
him
culture.
to just say it's toxic
Right.
as a whole, it's really
Right.
It's
This is
pretty
why I
reckless.
would think somebody that is just uninformed and not from this hemisphere culturally would talk that shit, because you don't understand. Like, yeah, bro, yeah, we have rappers that talk craziness, but we all know who owns the rap business, the music business, period. And it's not black people.
Not only that, but who buys most of the black
The music. We
It's
know
white
that
people.
the white people do the black music, and they're going to say it in there, and that's going to be a point, and that's something that they also echo in this. But really, the whole thing is that she got triggered, and what she was supposed to do is fire back with facts about black culture. She was supposed to talk about, the good things, like our jazz and the more positive aspects of how black Americans get down culturally, from dance to cinema to even athletics to inventing things and
But he
art.
wanted to
and
go
all the
low
cultural
and,
things.
and disrespect all black men.
I think
he wanted to.
I think
he
in
wanted
him.
to start off by just I'm gonna start and attacking her, and he knew probably
Right.
that was going to get.
He
to
was
her.
trolling.
Yeah,
He was trolling.
Yeah, he was trolling.
He was trolling.
He knew
And-
that's a big
and-
issue, especially to say all black men are,
Right.
fathers are not absent. We know that's a whole lie.
This is
and
not-
she said it. She addressed
yeah.
it. She said, "You can't sit here and just lie. That's,
Yeah.
You know it's not true that black men are not."
And then you're supposed to say, because this is this and this is this and this is that, and that's how she's supposed to play. She's supposed to come back that you can't even talk about black fathers when the Pure Research has done a study and it shows that black fathers are in their child's life more than any other group in the United States. You know what I mean? So
Perhaps she didn't
like,
have the statistic, so maybe that's
I know
why.
sometimes and that's what I'm saying. Like, she's just coming like she said, like she studied at Columbia for she took black studies at Columbia, and that's great and everything. She is not. I'm not down on her because she does not debate like Mehdi Hassan, who is a professional debater who's probably gone through these issues over and over and over time again, enough to craft the way that he's going to communicate, enough to understand which kind of questions he has to ask. And even when Mehdi did his post interview about it, he was like, "Oh, people would say this," and I would pick up and I'd be like, "All right, I know that they're coming from this. I was a never Trumper type of guy." Or I'm a guy that's really worried about immigration, or I happen to be a fascist. And it doesn't seem like she has that same skill set as men.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't make
not everybody has the
right,
same.
and it doesn't make her debate style any less. And that's just what I was trying to point out. Right. But I'm also trying to point out too that this is a whole different debate and a whole different under context and situation than when Mehdi was debating those. When Hassan Mehdi was debating the MAGA.
Because I expect white people to be racist. We know they are, but to hear black people talk like this,
I expect some yes. If when usually you would expect that if some racism is coming from a group, it's not going to be from your actual own group that you belong to, from people that look like you.
Right? Because according to them, they haven't supposed. I think one of them said that
right.
they've never experienced racism, and they never experienced what it was like.
Right. Lil Wayne had said the same thing, but it is. You got to understand, it has to be a whole different degree where I can I'm willing to accept that she could be emotional looking at somebody that probably looks like her cousin, that looks like somebody that grew up in the same upbringing and culture as her, just shit on black people in public on a I don't know what. 10.3 million subscribers. 2 million people have watched this video since August 17th.
This is just here. I'm sure it's been watched on TikTok way more than that. But
all right, so that was one of them. All right.
Will said that the guy that was the first guy that you were introduced in the video. Will said his dad left his mom and he's mad, and he's describing himself, and that's probably true.
And that could be true. A little projection. People be projecting. So the other thing that I get is when, like, and this is frustrating when somebody that isn't a black person says this. It's been 150 years since slavery. Move on. Like, anytime you hear that, it can be infuriating. But here we go, and you got to hear from somebody that looks like your uncle, that looks like your cousin.
But I never struggled one day in their life.
We don't know. I don't know if they struggled or not.
Not slavery
by
struggle.
20 black
That's right.
conservatives. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
Evelyn, I'm sorry, I must do this. But look at his little hop to get to that chair. Look how he hops. Hold on. There he is.
All right, reparations, fair, necessary. My question would be, who's going to get it? Why would they get it? And how long are we going to sit here focusing on trying to get reparations? It's been how many years since slavery? 150 years, 1865? Whenever there's a real thing that this country wants to do, they do it. Stop Asian hate. Okay, there's a problem with the Asian hate. Let's draft a bill, sign it, and it's done. Anything that needs to be done is done. With us, it's a carrot they dangle in front of us that they don't really want to do.
All right, so I let this run a little long because he's going on his little rant. But really, the 150 years thing is crazy. The 150 years thing is crazy. But let's see how she responds.
And it's not going to help. We need education. Oh, it's not going to help? No, it's not. We need education. Getting a check from the government is not going to do that. And we need proper education. A lot of us go to these institutions where we're not really prepared, we're not really focused, and we don't get things that'll help us in the real world. So if you want to help black people, a check from the government, from our tax dollars is going to get raised because, let's be clear, everybody in here is black. We all American, we all got to pay taxes. It'll go to that. So I don't really see how this is going to help us at all.
Okay. Well, first I'll start with it will help on even just a moral level. The reality is that the United States has become very comfortable with the fact that it does not consider black people equal, and it shows that in many ways that I'm sure we will discuss over the course of today. But ultimately, there has not been a committed, concerted effort to shifting the mindset around the use of black people as a labor force in this nation back when it was slavery, now in the use of slavery as slave labor in prisons. So on a basic cultural level, reparations are an act of repair. They are an effort to say, our bad, we see you now. We have seen that done with Japanese folks who were put in internment camps. We have seen that done with Jewish folks. We have seen that done even in the case of slave owners who received reparations. When it comes to the use of tax dollars to pay reparations, and this is going to come up a lot today, it's a matter of values, right? For me, my value system circulates around the fact that I think that as a community, we should all be engaged in repair for our community. So I don't think there should be any problem with there being tax dollars spent at repairing consistent efforts that have been made to impede black people. So the reparations you're talking about are not just related to slavery. There's reparations that have been discussed all over this nation in different communities as it relates to particular massacres, as it relates to redlining and the impediment of black people to earn wealth by having property. There's been impediments in various ways that can be repaired. And I want to also just add, there's reparations that are considered a cash payment from a government. There's also the version of reparations that shows up in how funds are applicated to specific groups of people. So there's multiple ways in which what you're stating cannot happen could very well happen.
Okay.
I didn't see anything really wrong with that response. I mean, she could have went to like maybe some historical references. Such as I don't know, like in Jim Crow segregation, exclusion from housing, credit, and that lasted well into the 1960s. She could talk about redlining. She could talk about the FHA, the VA, practices that locked black families out of the mid-century wealth boom. When we know that the VA of the Army, all those people coming back from World War II, the whole entire middle class was created by the VA. And a lot of black soldiers coming back were not afforded that opportunity that the white soldiers were afforded. These are historical facts. We could talk about the wealth gap. We can talk about how massive it is today in regards to reparations. We can talk about the Fed's data from 2022, as reported by the Associated Press, if you believe in them, that show wealth grew for everyone after 2020, but the black median wealth remains far below white wealth. I believe it's 1/10 of white wealth. I mean, and when you translate that, we're talking about that's compounding interest. That is generations of compounding interest that still favors those that got let into the asset game first. And it wasn't black people. She could also talk about the appraisal bias, which she does talk about, like housing appraisal bias later on. And that she could talk about the incarceration disparity as well, something that she did also talk about. So really, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration.
She talked about incarceration.
Yeah. And acting like it's ancient history is crazy because, I mean, the federal government still has an appraisal bias task force today, and that wasn't even wiped out by Doge. So there that is. What do you guys think in the chat? Why am I gotta stop doing that. Great. Here we go. Oh,
hey, now as far as the money going towards,
y'all might want to, if y'all haven't seen this, you might want to just check it out and go to sleep mad tonight. And then reparations won't solve violence in the black community, aka, the black on black crime thing. So, yeah, one of the biggest things that bother me, I don't know if that's about you, if you're a black person out there, the culture's trash. We hear that from everybody, even people of the culture who, the old rappers talk about the new rappers when they were talking that shit back in their day too, that the 150 years, like, oh, slavery's been over, it's too late for reparations. I mean, they did that in South Africa with apartheid, Evelyn.
I don't think reparations are going to happen, to be honest.
You don't think it'll happen?
I told you this before, but yeah,
I actually think that.
You think that it's going to happen?
I think it'll happen. I think it would happen. This is the same lady that told me they would never legalize marijuana.
I voted to legalize marijuana.
And she voted to. Right. So basically what you're saying is that you're waiting for there to be some type of legislation about reparations. Now, there's one thing that the first guy said about, he was talking about the Asian hate bill. The Asian hate bill they signed and got done. No. But he does make a point. That Asian hate bill was basically a request to look into and to track statistics of crime against Asians. It didn't like say, hey, you can't punch, or it's going to be a hate crime is a hate crime. But it didn't do anything special. It just said, hey, we need to do a study of, hey, how many Asians are, being assaulted by other groups, and we're going to follow those cases. The same thing has been going on with reparations for a while now that they can't get a vote on it because really to even get the process started, Asian hate, that process has been started. So when he said it was done, that was kind of false. But for reparations, the whole thing is to actually get the studies done. Now there has been studies done, like privately, companies, other industries have done that. But for the government to actually sign off so they can look at those studies and actually say, hey, we got to do something about this. So.
They don't even want to spend the funds on that.
I'm sorry?
They don't even want to spend the money on that part of it. On the research part.
Like, yeah. So
that's why I'm saying I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, but it would be easily provable because most of the research for reparations has already been completed.
Right, but they would still have to pay for that.
It has already been completed, so only thing you have to do is sign off and take those studies. We're talking about the United States government. If you can impose eminent domain to somebody's farmhouse, bro, What is so fucking hard about taking a 75-page PDF about of how poverty increases crime in the hood? So I'm glad you had some pushback there, because I wouldn't have been able to say that any other ways. All right. So my last one is that reparations won't solve violence in the black community. Now, there were other themes that were brought up, other cliche-ass themes that other groups outside of the black community bring up, but we also get to see face-to-face that there are people that are in the diaspora or within the community that have those same feelings too. It's always weird. We know this happens. We know it happens. But when you see it, it's different. Check it out.
My name is Matt Nuclear.
Hello, Matt. Matt Nuclear?
Matt Nuclear, yes.
Matt Nuclear, give me a better handshake than that. Let's do it.
I appreciate having this conversation with a beautiful black woman like yourself. This is nice, beautiful arena here. I disagree that reparations are necessary. I think the most important thing that's necessary right now for the black community would be the stopping of violence, especially black on black violence. I don't see how reparations is going to solve anything. You can give everyone here like a $50,000, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently, a $50,000 check. It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we had the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other, according to the FBI?
Oh, young Matt.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
Stats don't lie, though.
Statistics lie all the time. So let's start there, particularly when the statistics are coming from the sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different way. So if you're going to start your argument on stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of black people to ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live and exist in their true citizenship is a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. No one here is in.
Are you acting right now? Do you really believe
I'm telling
this?
the truth. There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in America. What system is racist? I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism that we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate dormitories, using black-only dormitories because black people feel safer amongst each other. But they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth. You have King Von rapping about killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when black men are more likely to kill me?
He is hitting all of the, he's hitting all the talking points that, Cody would say. That's frustration. When you saw her face when he went black on black crime.
Out of his mouth.
Let's keep going now.
My God, this is scary. You need to think about me as your mama. Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that.
Yo, by the way, oh man,
I haven't even said a word. Within us, if we're
that's crazy. Give me a second. I want to know, how is the pregnant lady going to get up and run to the chair? Like, did anybody think about that?
Pregnant women can be fast.
Oh man, that's crazy. She's gonna get up and run in a chair, trip, hit her stomach on the edge of the table. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean?
Did she ever get a chance?
I don't think so. No. She should have at least got like a buzzer or something.
She's just there
for the
black presence.
For the black presence. Oh my God. We're gonna get you a mic. We're gonna get you a good mic next week because
it's a stream unavailable, babe.
You're a superstar.
Stream suspended for policy violations.
I didn't violate.
Look, Claudio just texted me and I just went back to the thing.
I haven't violated any policies.
Policy violations. That's crazy.
Am I spelling? Damn. Not one single one.
Are they reading your chat?
What's in my chat? I don't think anything's crazy in the chat.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't in the chat because nobody was even saying anything.
Yeah, nobody's going crazy in the chat.
You just said stream unavailable, suspended for policy violations. And they don't tell you?
I'm commenting on this video and fair use like it's supposed to.
We didn't say any words. That said, did someone report it? I don't think so.
I don't know. How many viewers did I get?
You had like between 10, 8, 11, 8 at times.
Oh, so I had people that really craziness.
That's insanity.
I love it.
Oh, YouTube be whack as hell. Because the way I be watching lives and shit just get told and they don't get suspended. You hit a nerve with the whole black shit.
Craziness.
Oh,
I'm on.
You're back on.
I love it. Oh, yo, I told you I didn't violate no policies.
I be watching lives. We can hear you talking. Okay, they don't get suspended.
Can I hear myself talking now? Let me see.
Hit a nerve with the whole black shit.
Craziness.
Oh,
I'm on.
You're back on.
I love it. Oh, yo, I told you I didn't violate no policies. I ain't violate shit. I didn't violate any policies out this piece. I just want to talk about how reparations.
I think he was back on too. Oh, no, you're back on.
Oh, I'm back on?
Yeah, you're back.
Sheesh.
Let's not talk about this anymore.
What do you mean? Oh no. We definitely got to talk about this now.
They didn't like it.
Y'all feel it that I can't believe y'all feel a certain way about this, man. This is a mild Wednesday. This is a mild Wednesday. I'm playing videos. I ain't craziness. I don't know why this is doing this. Do I have something stuck on my keyboard? Wow, they tried to end me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm flattered. I'm flattered.
You're flattered?
I am flattered.
Why are you flattered?
I'm flattered because they know. And we know who they are. We know that they know. All right, so I'm gonna go back to what's this guy? Mo’3Times. All right.
Killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when black men are more likely to kill me?
Oh my God, this is scary. You need to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mo’3Times reported my show. He reported my show. Maybe, hold on. Do I got to put my picture back up here to show?
Yeah, you're not on.
Yeah, I'm up here.
I mean, you're not on the TV or on the thing.
All right. And I just lost it again. Because I'm just trouble. All right, I remember. Yo, this is like early on, so this is very memorable watching this guy come up here. And yo, if you haven't seen this already, don't tell anybody. There is a whole entire twist to how this ends. All right, let's go back right here to the way this one ends. All right, first of all, Mo’3Times said something about a school that had the all black. That's true, they do, but it's a choice. It's not like mandatory that you move into an all black dorm if you're black. They just give them the option there if they want to live that way. But let's keep it going here.
We have to acknowledge that these private prisons are literally built based on the test scores of school students in 3rd grade. So,
also, thank you for the fact check there, because I've heard that before about they plan prisons by 3rd grade test scores, which is, I mean, it's not unbelievable, because I'm pretty sure there's some type of metric that is whack as hell that they use to plan prisons. But I can tell you what she said here is not correct. I don't remember if Mehdi had an actual fact check during his Jubilee. If you guys remember that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't remember them having a fact check like this, but they got it on this one. So, all right, we'll take it.
If you are literally building prisons with the onset of, okay, if these people are not reaching a certain reading level, then we know that they're going to go down a prison industrial pipeline where we can use their free labor. Then how is that not systemic? And if you want to
stop them from.
You can't play this video. They have you again.
She makes a point. Am I allowed to play audio of it? That's crazy. Oh, that's why everybody's mad at Jubilee.
I don't think so.
It's all creators mad at Jubilee because you're not allowed to play their videos anymore.
That was telling me someone reporting it.
Oh, somebody keeps reporting?
That's what she said. She's asking me, but I don't know.
Oh, what did it say?
I think it just says the stream unavailable for it's the same thing again.
Oh.
But she's texting me.
That I keep getting reported.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I'm not live right now?
No. I think it's that Jubilee stuff.
I just did Jubilee with Mo’3 the other week.
A few weeks ago, but did they change it because he has become so viral, maybe?
Mo’3's was way more viral. This is 1 verse 20 black conservatives.
Yeah, but I'm saying after they went viral with that one, maybe they're doing that now for exclusivity. You think that could be?
I don't know. There've been other Jubilee things that have been going crazy that people use all the time.
Exactly. That was like if they would work this hard to catch predators.
Yeah.
That would exactly.
I'm a clip predator.
That's why I told you don't play this anymore because maybe that's what's taking it off offline.
What if I just put his face up there and just freeze it? I should be able to do that, right?
No, maybe you should just let him. You just the volume. I mean the audio, but not the video. Like play it over your little thing that you have there. Well, I mean it's off right now. Go ahead and say it again. I haven't say the same message again. I haven't and see if he comes back on.
Is that when it let me on?
I think so, because he came back on after you said that. Has been violated.
I can't tell it. Is that too wise there? All right, we're good here. Mm-hmm. I'm back again? No. She just said I'm back. Oh, no, that was the last time.
You're not back. I'm watching.
Why they playing me? Why? It's crazy.
You're back on.
That is crazy.
You're back on. But I can't hear you, but I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back on live. You're back on live, but we can't hear you.
All right, so can I put up this?
It's crazy because this was live. Look.
Nuts. Am I live now? Or is that just live?
I can't hear you. It's just this live, but no volume. I mean, no sound.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you're back on.
All right, so I remember you record videos in this beauty, are you fair use? Manual live streams are riskier. Live streams, you use nukes first and complaints later. And manual claims, nope, no DMC.
Oh, look, I can't hear you here, but I can hear you here.
Using full clips without pausing and commentary. I've been pausing and commenting. Music playing in the background. Even I did have a little music earlier, but I muted it.
Well, that was earlier.
Showing news, sports, entertainment footage. Yeah, I haven't done any of that. I know that. All right. I will just keep this man's photo up here of Matt Nuclear. Let me tell you about Matt Nuclear, talking all this shit about black on black crime and violence. Matt Nuclear is from California. I'm sorry, Florida. He's from Florida by way of Maine, by way of Angola.
What's Angola?
Angola's in Africa. And it's not like, I wouldn't say that like his parents came over here and had him. No, he's from Angola as well.
Oh. So he was born there.
he was born in Angola, which raises like, first of all, MF, you're not black. You're not black. I think you should have no talking about.
What do you mean he's not black? He is black.
Nah, he's not
He's
though.
the original black. What are you talking about?
He's from the
motherland.
like we have. Yeah, but he's not American black American. No.
You know black
But he's
Americans
from Angola,
black.
and I would love to play this video so you can see everybody's reaction when he says that. I mean, he might be from Japan. He's got a soccer shirt on, but to hear that, it's crazy. Now I don't know if these people are actors because she's going to mention about like I hope you guys are actors because they are in LA and there's probably people that want to get a little FaceTime and everything like that, but this one crunches me the wrong way.
That's messed up. He started off immediately just being.
He went straight for it. He went straight for it, and I don't knock her debating style but honestly, it seemed like this debate this is a personal debate.
Well, a lot of people have said that it really brought out a lot of issues that are within the black community that black people.
I mean, this is
need
nothing.
a lot of education about black history and how it has affected the black community. Because they just sat there and acted like nothing has happened to the black community throughout the centuries
at all. And that is
we're just fan and dandy.
That is a lack of education. That is public school. And to be honest with you, I just had a school where there happened to be some black men in that school that were able to teach specific, straight up African, from Africa to it was called the African American Experience. And we talked from Africa to the Middle Passage to life in America. And that was just 1 year that I was able, and I was blessed to have that class. And that 1 year in that class, like 4 marking periods in that class, I mean, I can speak on, just like her or damn near anybody, speak on black historical issues just as well as them. Well, I have a problem with my lips talking and my rambling and everything like that. But like knowledge-wise, like I didn't realize how many black people didn't realize like their own history. Like they did not. What's cool though is that I see that a lot of people are curious about it because honestly, let's keep it real. They're being denied this history. It's being purposely held back from them for reasons that I'm pretty sure are not in any way positive at all.
So how do you become proactive? As parents, you have to take it into your own hands to say, hey, I'm going to teach my children the real history that they're not going to teach you in school. Because what do they teach you? Martin Luther King. That's what they've taught my daughter, my son.
Yeah, Martin Luther King.
Us.
And we go there, and when I hear those stories, we go deeper into it. Like, yo, did you know this or did you know that? Right. And I always give them like little cool tidbits of history and kick-ass black people that have roamed these lands. But it seems like there is a lot of I don't know. It's from this hour and a half watching these guys, I see a sense of shame in them. Some of them are from communities like Matt Nuclear, where he is the token black guy, for lack of a better phrase. And when you hear people just talking shit about black people all the time, and you're not even, a black American, it would make you, maybe try to stand apart more and be a little bit more critical of these people because you have no proximity to them. Basically on this one though, like she did break it down. She broke down, a lot of the moral disrepair, and she broke down reparations, and she talked about underinvestment and over policing. But like the receipts should be like, yo, dude, if we're talking about violence and you're saying reparations won't stop violence, well then how about summer jobs? How about Chicago cutting violent crime arrests by 43%? for high-risk teens in Chicago by keeping them busy in the summer. They had a job. Or unconditional income.
Also is very important, and a lot of we don't have that in school.
That's a whole that's nobody.
If they give you $50,000 in reparations, but you're not financially literate, you're gonna spend that money on Gucci and on 2 purses.
That's cool.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah, that's cool. But also, when it comes to reparations, that shouldn't even be an issue. I mean, that should be like an internal issue of like, hey, guess what, guys? But I would think like, hey, guys, we're getting reparations. We know they've signed that law, and it's coming into, and it's going to be here and fulfilled next year and in these next 2 years. These are the things that you would like to do, and these are the things you're going to have to do to set up for your money and everything like that. Also, I would say that there was unconditional income, like from a tribal casino. They had what it's called a natural experiment, and it improved youth outcomes and reduced minority criminality into adulthood. We also have something called environmental repair, which reduces crime. It lowering lead exposure, which is a legacy of discriminatory housing policy. That lead is linked to substantial crime drops years later. That's the sentencing project. These are like studies and papers and statistics. And bottom line, like when you fix the deprivation, violence falls. Saying cash repair doesn't help actually ignores actual experiments that show the opposite. So let's not appeal to his little greater sense of being or be like, yo, what are you thinking? And stuff like that. Sometimes you got to hit them a little facts. Not just for them 20 ignorant ass people on the Jubilee set, but for the 10.3 million people watching around there. I'm not going to knock Amanda Seales because she came out there. She's obviously genuine with it. She did give some good wisdom and some knowledge and some act right for these people. But it could have been a little bit more effective. Could have been more effective because these 20 people are ignorant AF. And you don't also need to just clap back at them. Clap back is not the way sometimes. Sometimes you just got to cradle them in your arms and rock them like little babies. She should have been teaching up there, and she was. Well, she was teaching. She was teaching.
We know her as a clapbacker.
Yeah.
On social media, so she was doing what she does.
She does what she does, and I'm gonna say she was accurate, pretty much so, with her clapbacks. I mean, she got a couple, like a stat here wrong or a little saying here wrong, but you know. Come on, just say, look, we ran an experiment, gave teams job, and there was less violent crime. And then he would probably say there's no causation without casual cause and causation casually or whatever they say. What is it? I can't even think anymore.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
No type of thing. But, yeah. They were all spitting right-wing, crazy, racist, bigoted ass talking points. And to see 20 people up there doing it is frustrating, but that is what it is. This is the world that we live in, and the best way to arm yourself is by being confident, and the best way of being confident is being prepared. And the best way of being prepared is by practicing. And the best way of practicing is studying your history, educating yourself, learning how to take care of yourself, learning how to defend yourself and those that you love. So calling it toxic culture is lazy as fuck. Policy built this, and policy is gonna be needed to unbuild this. That is why reparations is necessary. We're gonna talk about that. 150 years is a punchline. That's not a top line. I mean, it's not a timeline. The unequal stuff didn't stop in 1865. A lot of it didn't even start until after 1865. So, and also, when people say that reparations aren't a cure-all, I mean, there's the evidence is clear. Resources in, it means violence down. So if you want to, let me know, and we can do some Mo. But right now, thanks for showing up and showing out for me. I apologize for being late. And I'm so glad that I didn't totally cancel and I just came on late. We'll make sure next week that, I don't know, if people are reporting us, haters will hate. But the only way we can beat them is with love. So show me love by hitting like, share, subscribe, and definitely share this. And I'll make sure, I promise, that the phone lines will be back up tomorrow. So, I mean, they'll be up tomorrow. But next week when you come in here, we can call in and we can talk about all of this stuff. All of these things that are going in, plus whatever you want to talk in. Will, thanks for calling in. Sorry couldn't get you on. Kato, Flashback, love, especially Ramin, everybody out there that came by, Sharice, I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. I know. All right, I'm Mo’3Times, and this is the We Live. All from talking shit, getting clicks.
Ain't nothing.
Special shout out to the
many people know them as the Jump Out Boys in their city.